Welcome to day 2 of our sew along. We're going to make the inside pockets today. So the first one, you're going to take your 11-inch square of outer fabric, which has got the interfacing on the back, fold in half and just give that a press along the folded edge. And then we're going to top stitch that. I'm doing mine 1/4 inch from the edge, and I'm using a longer stitch, so about a 3. So that's that pocket. We're going to make the pencil pocket, which is going to sit on top of there. So you've got a 5 by 10 inch with Villavin on the back. I'm going to fold it right sides together and then sew 1/4 inch down each side. And then I'm just going to clip my corners off just to reduce the bulk when we turn it the right side out. Just watch your stitches. Turn it. Push all the corners out very gently. And then just give that a little press just to keep it nice and flat. And then we're going to top stitch along the folded edge. Again, I'm going to do it 1/4 inch. And those threads just need to be sewn in. So now I take a marker and we're going to mark 1.5 inch line from each edge of your pocket. I'm using a Sew Line Duo pen set, which has got 2 pens. One marks on and the other takes the mark away once you've stitched your line. So now we're going to add the pockets together. So place your pencil pocket on top of your outer pocket, 1/2 inch from the folded top stitched edge, matching raw edges at the bottom, and then you're going to sew 1/4 inch up each side, reverse stitch at the top just to secure the pocket. Last line. And then I'm just going to use the second pen and just take out my marked lines. And that's the pen pocket, so you can see you can pop pens and pencils in there. So now we're going to do our pocket trims for the vinyl. You've got 6 2x11 pieces and 1 2x6. We're going to press them wrong sides together in half. Nice firm press so you get a nice crisp fold line. You're going to open it out and then you're going to fold the raw edges into your middle crease. And again, give that a nice press. All the way along. And then repeat for the other edge. The reason we can put the stabiliser on is just to keep the fabric from stretching, so that when you pop it onto the vinyl it's a nice firm structure. So then you're going to fold it back on the original fold line so that the raw edges are completely enclosed in the middle. And try to just press up and down rather than ironing it, because any ironing really does distort the fabric. So you'll repeat that for all the other trims and the 2x6 one. So now we're going to trim the vinyl pieces. I'm using the silver glitter for mine. You're going to take your 2x6 inch trim and you're just going to glue up one of the folded in edges. I'm using the Soline glue pen, which has got a blue glue stick in it. It's water soluble, but it does colour the glue so you can see what you're doing, but it dries clear, and as soon as the item is washed it goes, it's water soluble. So line of glue and then just fold in, so you stick that together. Can use Pritt Stick if you haven't got anything else. I've marked the centre of my one piece of vinyl, just a line down, and I'm going to run another piece of glue the back of the strip and then stick it onto the pocket. We're not going to stitch this one at the moment. There you go. Then you're going to take one of your 2x11 strips, do exactly the same, run a line of glue, you need to take your time with this step because you're going to add the vinyl onto this glue, and you need to make sure that your edges line up and that the vinyl is snug into the middle crease that we made. Glue just really helps you anchor it because it can be a bit slippy. So that is anchored now. My glue pan has gone missing. Now you're going to glue again on top of the vinyl where you glued previously, and then you're going to fold over so the vinyl is encased in the pocket trim, like so. And now we're going to top stitch along the inside edge to secure the vinyl together. I've changed my foot to a zipper foot you can just get a nice clean line close to the edge. I just find it easier than using a general foot. Again, I've still got my lengthened stitch. Be careful when you go over the middle trim because it's a bit bulky. And that is pocket 1 done. Pockets 2 and 3 are the same. So you've got one more piece of vinyl. We're going to run the glue again on the inside folded edge. Stick on the vinyl, making sure again that your edges are all lining up. Run your glue again along that top of the vinyl. You can see the glue from the previous one, so, and then fold over. So it's nice and snug. And we're going to do exactly the same for the other side. Again, matching up your edges, it's really important to get those edges absolutely accurate. Another line of glue. And then again, top stitch close to the edge. Needs a bit of easing when you first start, then it runs nice and smooth. So that's pocket 1, and I've done the one already, so that's 2 pockets ready to put your zips. So now we're going to add the zips onto our pocket. You may wonder why the zips are quite long compared to the size of the pocket. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a trim it down gut sort of gal. So it's easier to sew your pocket onto the zip away from the zip pull and away from the end, and then I'll show you when we put the pockets together. It'll be quite obvious why I've chosen longer zips. So we're going to run a line of glue along the zip tape, and then line up your pocket with the pocket trim as close to the teeth, but not touching the teeth, else you won't be able to open your zip. And then we're going to we're going to stitch on the trim opposite side to the top stitching we've already done. So that is pocket 1 done. We're going to repeat the same pockets 2 and 3. So a line of glue on the tape. Line up just next to the teeth. And top stitch. That's pocket 2. The good thing about this sew line glue is that it's repositionable. So if you stick it on and you think, oh, that's not quite in the right place, you can just lift it carefully up and reposition it. Ooh, so I can just peel it back up and press it down. It's much easier than using pins. So that's pocket 3, and what we're going to do is add on the last trim. Again, run a line of glue on the folded in edge. Now this time, really important, you're going to stick it onto the tape, but you need to make sure that they line up the edges, so that this is perfectly in line, and then just press that down as before. And then we're going to turn it over, another line of glue. That's going to go over. And then we're going to top stitch. And that's your 3 pockets done, plus your folder pocket, all ready for the lining, which we'll do on day 3.